I don't know what to do about the sound issue. Because I still, like, I have to be a certain position with this mic. It is kind of frustrating because I don't want it, like, right in my face. Alright, this is that. That is... Nope. There we go. Alright, oh, and I fixed Discord? I did fix it. Freaking fix Discord. I did not get my water. I need my water. Shit. Still doing monk. You know what? I will be right back. I'm gonna get some water because I forgot water. Professional streamer. also got snacks. I swear I'm ready. I swear. Alright. I did progress a little bit off stream. Not that much, just a little bit. I was kind of curious about Alpha Nog. And of course he's like completely fine. Where am I going? Central? Where exactly? Over there? Okay. I'm so glad we have flying. I also hope, now that I'm kind of sitting at this angle. Oh, frick. I hate this chair. It's like, it's freaking too big for me, but it's like a big... Is this leather? I think it's leather. It's comfy, but it's like, it's too big for me. Merchant? Gregarious, that's another word. I have no idea what that means. I'm gonna look it up. Company, sociable. Huh. But awfully opinionated. Can't say I was sad to see him go. Oh. Did he say a lot of crap? We're from the Sultanate, are we? I take it this means someone has read my report. The refugees who left with the merchant have yet to return, and I am increasingly concerned that Zazawaka's suspicions were correct. You haven't the foggiest what I'm talking about, do you? Never mind. Speak with Zazawaka, he will explain everything. I don't know what's going on about, dude. What the? Oh. Jeez, my finger kept hitting A, and I wasn't realizing that it was doing that. Wait, I know your face. Are you not the woman from the Church of St. Adama Landama? Yes. There's a couple women from there. 1,000 pardons, my friend. I mistook you for the thugs who have been tormenting us. If Leofric bid you speak with me, then I take it you've agreed to help. 12 be praised for that, because we haven't a moment to waste. Everyone knows the flames are on the march. The others have fallen under the fanatic spell, but not I. Promises of revolution and retribution, of holding the ruling class to account and taking that which is owed. Ha, a childish fantasy. I did everything I could to dissuade the others from leaving, but few would heed my words. Now that one of our idealists has returned, however, the madness of the merchant's plan is plain for all to see. Look behind yonder tent and you will understand why. Even now, he babbles incoherently, so traumatized is he by the bloodshed he witnessed. Try as I might, I can make a little sense of his words beyond the fact that he was not alone in surviving. Yet I've no doubt that merchant will lead the remainder to their doom. I beg of you, find them before he does. When I have to actually read this out loud, I'm kind of like not really follow properly. Really had to drink some water. I think it's because my mind basically has to like think about, oh, I've got to pronounce this correctly. Don't draw, don't draw, don't draw. Don't draw what? Why didn't you run away from me? You could have escaped together. Then you'd be here with me. Be here to soothe me. Why did you stay and leave me alone? Calm down, guy. Who are you? What do you want? It's true. I followed the merchant and made the god strike me down for my folly. What thing you will not give, you must take, he said. When we asked how, he revealed a cache of weapons he had brought and implored us to seize control of our fates. I thought about running then and there, but the others were so excited. He split us into 2 groups, sent us off on our own. But when the flames found us, we didn't know what to do. I'm just gonna actually just keep this close to my mouth. I am so sorry for the noises. I hope this is okay. Okay, our leader tried to parley with theirs, but then they started arguing, and then fighting, and then everyone was fighting, and the flames were shouting to give no quarter, and oh god, it's the other group. They're still out there. If we don't stop them, they'll be massacred like mine was. And I don't need any rings. Yeah. I just want the gold. I usually just make my own gear, which reminds me I need to do that. Culinary I need to finish. Could've sworn there was a paladin quest in this cave. Oh wait, you guys want to fight? Shit, my chocobo. More? Alright, buddy. Like, that was easy. Now will you surrender? Nope. I am slightly lagging. Let me check my stats. That's not too bad. I thought maybe some drop frames was occurring. Was there a trial that I did not do? I feel like there is, but I don't... Is it this one? And then that's a quest for it? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and... While I'm here, I'm gonna queue for this. Just to hopefully get it done. 27 minutes, so I don't know. I'll cancel it if the MSQ needs like the duty instant, which I bet you is gonna happen. Oh, this poor kid. Well, time to go kick some butt. Time to go be a superhero for this child. Oh yeah, I forgot I have a Twitter now. So I can post. And of course I go on Twitter and the first thing I see is Final Fantasy, look, it's the Warrior of Light's best friend. Oh, it's a German Shepherd. I can't. This is so fucking cute. Oh, please don't tell me. Please don't tell me. Don't tell me that's gonna be a store item. Oh, and there's a kitty. Oh my gosh, that's so fluffy. What the heck? Oh my gosh, that's so adorable. I can't. Like, I feel like these two pets are gonna be way late in the game, so I really need to catch up so badly. And I apologize if you hear the bird. Treason, revolution, that's preposterous. You were just looking guilty and you ran. You ran because you were guilty. Who has filled your head with these lies? Refugees? The self-same refugees who tears the street of Ul'dah? Huh. You have no evidence to prove your accusations. None. Why'd you run though? No, I will not accompany you to the Hall of Flames. You have no right to detain me. For the sake of the argument, let us say I did do the things you claim. Surely you don't think I give and ask about politics? It was business, only business. Cucurn? I feel like it's Cucurn. Oh shit, my phone. There we go. We both know I'm not the one you want. However, if you agree to protect me, I swear I shall tell you everything. Protect you from what? Oh. Well. Shit. Maybe if I had gone paladin. Oh, this is bad. At least I'm not wielding a bow. Murder! Tell the others to spread out and search the area. The killer may still be close. See, if I was paladin, I could have blocked that shot. Hold, Avenger, I would know more about your relationship with the victim, as well as the events leading up to his death. This man was responsible for the recent riots. Mayhap we owe his murderer a debt of gratitude. Yeah, but, like, we still don't, you know for sure. In any case, it's obvious you are not the one we seek. You may carry on with your investigation, Scion. Thank you. Alright, report to Swift at the halls. I think this one is the quicker way. Meow. I'm not the only hopper. Oh, this guy. What news, Lieutenant Dusk? What's... Yeah, see, I really wonder if I was, like... different Grand Company? Would they still call me by my, like, Grand Company title? Or is it just, like, a last name, I guess? Murdered? Damn it, all this doesn't tell. He was not simply a murdered lieutenant. He was silenced. Yep. Too many knew his face, and he was ready to divulge in his secret. Do not despair, though. We may be closer to identifying the true orchestrator of these riots than you realize. Do I mean emphasis? I mean, I guess I kinda do. But I also, like... Once again, I just make my own gear. Or I get it from dungeons. Master Funnel has already forming. You should be waiting for you outside. Like I said, it really kills my throat if I read everything, so I'll read where I kind of feel like it. Apologies in advance. Which is also kind of funny because I'm going to be talking a lot while streaming. I think it's always best to save it for just chatting with chat. I have not done my Disciple of Hand quest. Shit, I need to do those. We have been expecting you. Please be voice. It's voice, isn't it? I feel like it is.
Commander Swift has kept us apprised of your recent activities. You've made great strides towards quelling the violence.
Despite our best efforts to determine what provoked this uprising, truth continues to elude us. Have you uncovered aught which might shed some light on the mystery?
This information does not leave this room. The Syndicate's decision to reject the Doman refugees' appeal for asylum had lasting repercussions. A number of those displaced by the calamity claimed it was proof of a policy of discrimination. together with a group of Alamegan refugees, they organized a series of demonstrations to protest against the Sultanate. Demonstrations which became heated, but did not descend into violence. Until a certain incident served as a call to arms.
A unit of brass blades sent to supervise a demonstration loosed arrows upon unarmed protesters. It was this atrocity which prompted the refugees to take up arms. I need not tell you what followed.
We assumed at first that the attack was born of a miscommunication. When emotions run high, they happen. But suspicions were raised regarding the unit's commanding officer, whom I ordered interrogated. Sure enough, our fears were soon confirmed. The dog confessed that a merchant had offered him coin to give the order. A merchant in the employ of Teleji Adeleji.
Teleji Adeleji. But he spoke in favor of the Doman's cause, and has ever seemed sympathetic towards the refugees' plight. Why would he do such a thing?
Know you of the Cartano Reclamation Bill? It is a proposal to annex the Cartano Flats so that refugees may establish permanent settlements.
When last I looked, that was disputed territory.
Aye. Some might even call it a battlefield. The destruction wrought by Bahamut was greatest at the Cartano Flats. That much is common knowledge. What is less well known is that his rampage laid bare ancient Alagon ruins, of which no record existed. There are certain differences of opinion as to how these ruins should be handled, which is why each nation maintains a military presence in the region to this day. Yet differ though we may, we are still allies. Therefore, in the interest of preserving the Eorzean alliance, we have reached an agreement. Any conflict which may arise during the course of military exercises in the region shall have no bearing on relations between our nations. In full knowledge of this delicate state of affairs, Teleji Adeleji proposed the Cartano Reclamation Bill. A shameless bloody ruse which stands to benefit him in but one conceivable way. If successful, he will gain control over the disputed territory under the guise of assisting in the resettlement effort. And you can be sure he'll build an orphanage next to every Alagon ruin.
The man would threaten the unity of the Eorzean alliance and risk countless lives for personal gain.
He walks a path all his own, independent of any faction and beholden to none of his fellows on the Syndicate.
By inciting the less fortunate to violence, he hopes to convince others that the Cartano Reclamation Bill is the only viable solution. His sympathy for the plight of the Domans was not but posturing to gain credibility with the refugees. Of that there can be no doubt.
Forgive me, but what could possibly motivate Teleji Adeleji to go to such lengths? What is so special about these ruins that he would risk his position on the Syndicate, and, most likely, charges of treason against the Sultanate?
Omega.
Pardon?
An Alagon monstrosity, not unlike the Ultima weapon. Mayhap larger, we know not. It has yet to be fully excavated. Alagon inscriptions indicate that it was created to fell Bahamut himself. If accurate, it might explain why Nail Van Darnus chose to bring the Red Moon down upon the Cotonou Flats. Given the ends he went to ensure Eorzea's annihilation, destroying the one weapon which could stay the Elder Primal may well have seemed like good sense.
When first I bore witness to the power of the Ultima weapon, I doubted the evidence of my senses. And now you tell me there is another such weapon, one which could contend with Bahamut. Bahamut!
Aye, we were skeptical ourselves. Truth be told, until the Ultima weapon's existence came to light, we thought the inscription had been mistranslated.
At present, Omega is more akin to a fossil than a tool of war, having long since ceased to function. As such, its true potential cannot accurately be gauged. However, if someone were to restore it, as the Garleans did the Ultima weapon, I have little doubt that he would wield untold power.
Power enough to subjugate Uldar like as not, and the rest of Eorzea besides, which is doubtless why Teleji Adeleji yearns to have it.
That he should aspire to world domination. He who has ever walked 2 paces behind Lord Lolorito in matters of commerce.
'Tis in acknowledgement of his own limitations that he seeks this power. Woe betide us all should we allow him to have it.
Pray waste no time chasing rats. Only a fool would believe that secrets can be kept in Uldar.
It would seem the implications of the Sultanate's refugee problem are rather more far-reaching than we assumed.
Damn, that was a long cutscene. Yeah, I doubt I'm gonna get this trial. I feel like this is a trial not many people do. Wait, is that the one girl? Oh, it is. Wait, be nice to her. She helped me out. Yep. Of course, but first I must needs finish speaking with my friend. She's telling me a secret, you see, so no one else is allowed to listen. I don't know why, but that seems really cheesy to say. Just tell the kid, like, hey, I just need one moment with my friend real quick. Like, just... Mayhap you can wait for me by the pillar over there. We require but a moment. Because when you tell a kid, oh, we have a secret we need to share, that kid is gonna want to hear. That kid is gonna, like, sneak and slide their way to eavesdrop. Never tell a kid that you're sharing a secret with somebody. What do you mean the time has come for a change? Wait, the situation in Toddwood has taken a turn for the worse. I'll explain in detail. Oh. Yeah, the Sylphs probably. Yeah, I definitely don't think I'm gonna be able to do this trial. Kind of sucks. Wait, who is... Oh, is this one of the... Hold on, I want to talk to some people. Oh, wait, I missed the second one. Oh my gosh. Uncred. Flirting with Menthilia's mom. Well, apparently he's been climbing a lot of trees, that's what. Let's do this. I have received some more disturbing news of the Order of the Twin Adder. They have reason to believe that the Sylphs may have called forth their revered guardian, the Primal Ramu. You mentioned that one before, I believe. I'm sorry, may have. I swear this has been mentioned before. I beg your pardon, you foresaw this eventually and did not to prevent it? I told Papa Limo I suppose I could have reported things to Minfilia, but there honestly wasn't much we could do except to wait and see. You know how the Sith feel about people poking around in their territory. They already summoned Ramu once right after the calamity, but that was because the Garleans came tramping to the forest. And as long as Castrum Orion stands, the Sylphs cannot be blamed for wishing to have their guardian deity at hand. Yep. And sure, Edie and I are in agreement. The actions of the Fourth Folk were inevitable and unavoidable. I am having the worst time with my speech right now. And I maintain that observation would have remained the best policy had it not been for the sudden influx of strangers into Black Shroud. That, alas, we did not foresee. By all counts, the recent violence in Ul'dah drove a number of refugees to seek safety under the concealing canopy of the trees. Yes, it is. Thank goodness. Yeah, I don't think this queue is ever gonna pop. That sucks. I feel like I'm gonna have to do unsync. Wow, there's so many people here. I'm very much diplomatic rather than martial. That is very much true. Shit, I like how everyone else is already here. So I noticed 3 chairs. Interesting.
Scions of the 7th Dawn, on behalf of the people of Gridania, I bid you welcome. Your presence is of great comfort to us all in these days of uncertainty. I summoned you here to share tidings of a most urgent nature. But a short while ago, the great elemental spoke, and his voice was clarion in its intensity. Ramu is returned unto the forest. Scarce had his words ceased to echo in mine ears when we were visited by an emissary from Little Solace. Our guest informs us that the Sylphs too have sensed the presence of the Lord of Levin. Though his exact whereabouts remain unknown, we may safely assume that the Primal was summoned within the heart of the Sylphlands. Unlike the other Primals you have encountered, Lord Ramu is no raging avatar of destruction. He is revered as much for his wisdom as his strength, serving as both arbiter and guardian to his children. Given that we and the Sylphs found a way to share the Twelves Wood, it is my hope that this sagely immortal will be amenable to reason, and that conflict may be avoided. Blessed as you are with the power of the Echo, you are one of the few among us who may commune with a Primal without fear of influence. I would ask, therefore, that you represent us in this most delicate of negotiations. The Twelves Wood has suffered enough. Upon this, we and the Sylphs, and I would venture Lord Ramu himself, are in perfect accord. Let us not endanger our shared home by engaging in unnecessary hostilities. Dear friend, I beseech you, safeguard the peace which exists between our peoples. You have my thanks. Pray make for Little Solace, then. A member of the Order of the Twin Adder awaits you there. He will advise you on how to find the Lord of Levin. An ill wind blows through the forest. Yet, it is not only the Twelves Wood that flinches at its coming. All the lands Veorzia shiver in dread anticipation. Have care.
With the spirits bless me business. Wait, what's not right? Such is the will of the forest. Huh? Oh, I need to keep an eye out for any quests. Okay, that's already on the quest. Never mind. be doing the tribal quest. I totally forgot about that. Shit. We are gonna fly all the way. I also need to do some faith. There's so much I need to do. So little time. So very little time. Yeah, this queue is not gonna pop. I'm gonna go ahead and... This sucks. Oh. Hi guys. Oh. Shit, hold on. Let me just handle this monster. So I'm assuming this is gonna be a trial. Oh.
Thine order betrays thee, servant of hiding. Thou art the bringer of light, bane of Ifrit, Titan, Garuda, and Leviathan.
Maybe we're not gonna fight him. He seems pretty wise.
I am Ramu, guardian of the children of the forest. Thou tramplest upon sacred soil, bringer of light. By what right doth man intrude in this sanctuary of the sylphs? The Gridanians proffer peace? Their words are born of delusion, thine offer an insult.
Oof.
Thou speakest of harmony, yet carest naught for my children's desires. They did but wish to dwell beneath these boughs in solitude. Yet even that was too much to ask of man. Thus did they turn to me for succor. The sentence I pronounce upon thy kind is just. Redanian or Garlean, it matters not. The good intent of one excuseth not the misdeeds of the other. Thy conflict have brought naught but anguish and misery unto the forest. All blame doth lie with the darkness that resideth in the breast of man. Whence sprung this calamitous seed? In the beginning no such duality existed. For light and dark given form when man was born.
It would explain much. Not least why strife and sorrow follow ever in thy wake. Thou canst not deny the urgings of thine own nature. Knowing that thy mere presence here portendeth tragedy, wilt thou persist in this pretense of peacemaking? Thou bearest the crystal which I bestowed upon my wayward charges. That they should entrust so precious a gift to thee. Thou standest apart from thy kin. Thou art the bringer of light, aye. But there is something more in thee. Very well. I shall consider thy proposal, shouldst thou survive my trial. If thou wouldst champion the cause of harmony, I must have proof that thou art fit to play the role. Wither mine ire, and prove to me thereby that thou hast strength enough to stay the darkness which threateneth to consume thee.
He wants me to find him anyway.
If thou shouldst be found wanting, know that all men shall perish in the storm of my judgment. Come to me, bringer of light. I shall await thee on the field of battle.
Urianger, it is rare indeed to find you so far from a tome.
The Lord of Levin himself. Never till this day had I looked upon his visage, save in painted renderings made faint by time. Ever shall this scene remain etched in my mind's eye. Beg pardon, my lady. I must beg thine aid on a point of research. If thou art resolved to face Lord Ramu, I would ask thy leave to observe the event.
Oh, he wants me to record it. Interesting. He seems to be a huge fan of the Lord of Levin. Meh. Alright, I'm gonna do this as healers. Hopefully this one doesn't take forever. Oh yeah, I forgot I was supposed to do some saves. Get these. Oh shit, that was quick, thank goodness. kind of want to see this. I'm sorry, guys. I thought we were just gonna like... Oh.
I have taken thy measure, bringer of light.
Okay, so he's not dead.
And I judge thee a worthy champion. The task of excising the sin that hath taken root in man's heart is thine. Shrink not from employing thy strength in service to the forest and the wider realm beyond. Like hungering shadows do the enemies of harmony gather, and meekness will but feed them. If man is to be delivered from the dark, it shall be by thy guiding light alone. Stray not from the path, for if thou dost, thy people shall be truly lost.
Thou hast slain the Lord of Levin. A regrettable act, but a necessary one. In witnessing thy struggle, a truth hath been revealed unto me. If I mistake not, it may yet prove a chink in the eternal armor of the Ascians. But let us conclude our present business. I shall expound upon my findings at the Rising Stones anon.
Ooh. Interesting. Very interesting. I want to return to the Rising Stones to hear what he has to say, but no. We're gonna go talk to the one chick this year. So it's been about an hour, so I'm gonna test and see how the voice thing went. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you later.